Come on, man. How could I start like that? What's going on, y'all?
What's the deal?
Happy Thursday. Happy to be here with y'all. How's everybody feeling? How you feeling? You good?
Good,
Let's do
good.
it. Let's do it.
So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. This is a continuation of our how-to series that we started earlier in this year. And we've been doing a lot of different how-tos, real estate, stocks, crypto. We've done artificial intelligence, but this is part two to that. So
Mm-hmm.
leading up to Invest Fest, we want to highlight different speakers that you may be familiar with or you may not be familiar with, but have a lot of value and highly respected and credible in their space. So this year for Invest Fest, artificial intelligence is a major theme. We have multiple different companies that's coming and panels and discussions. And one of the lead speakers that I'm looking forward to seeing personally, actually, that will be presenting a presentation by herself is Alicia Lyttle. Um, and she's actually somebody that we met at Carnegie Hall
Yeah.
with Robert Smith, and she spoke and was very impressive at Carnegie Hall. And from there, we met, developed a relationship, and when it was time to put together Invest Fest, the lineup, we thought that she would be a perfect addition to talk about artificial intelligence, especially when it comes to the stuff that we talk about as far as how to use it to enhance your
Mm-hmm.
business and create systems, digital marketing, different things of that nature. So she's a digital marketing expert, founder of Monetized Marketing. She teaches people how to build online businesses using freelance and automation. Has 20 plus years of experience, has helped thousands of people generate income online as a global speaker, is passionate about financial freedom and empowering underserved communities,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to technology and artificial intelligence. So man, this is going to be a powerful conversation.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. Now, when I told my wife, she was at Carnegie Hall, watched Alicia's presentation, and was just like, oh my gosh, Troy, did you get to see it? Now, we were backstage, we were talking, so we got to see a little bit of it, but everybody was blown away by the presentation. Shout out to our brother Lou for connecting that. And then I told her, look, babe, I'm about to go do the interview now, Alicia. She was like, oh my gosh, really? She brought up the presentation again. And so we had the pleasure of connecting this and talking before we actually were going to do the interview. I'm excited. Like, everybody's in for a treat tonight. Like, tonight is going to be an absolute bombshell. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to get started, man. As a computer guy,
Yeah,
it's gonna
for
be
sure.
fun.
So let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Bring up. Hey, hey.
Hey, guys, how are you?
How
We
you doing?
we are great. Did we leave out the queen of AI? I feel like
You
we left that
did,
part out.
but you
Yeah,
can say
let
it
me do it.
now.
I gotta say it now. The queen of AI, Alicia Little. How are you
Thank you.
doing?
Thank you. I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. Excited to be here. What an honor.
No, for sure. Thank you for joining us. So,
Yeah,
okay, we're gonna start. But before we start, can you talk about how you got started in
sure.
technology, artificial intelligence, and your pathway, your journey?
Yeah, sure. So I got started 25 years ago with my then ex-husband, and he just wanted to learn how to sell his knowledge online. So we started exploring, digital marketing and selling products online. And then about 10 years later, now he's an ex-husband. So my sister and I started business together, and we ran a marketing company, or we ran a marketing company, and we were using tools that had AI in it, like Jasper and Writer. I don't know if you guys remember those tools back in the day, right? Jasper and Writer. And then when ChatGPT came out in 2022, I was completely blown away by the power of ChatGPT. And we actually pivoted from our marketing company to an AI training company. So now we do AI certification training. We train in government, corporations, nonprofits, schools, universities. I just did a summer camp for kids 2 days ago. So we do a lot of different AI training. So we kind of left the digital marketing behind and went all in on AI. So we took a risk and pivoted, and it was the best decision that we made in our business. By far the best decision that we made was that
I
pivot.
mean, you've been doing this for 25 years, but I wonder
Yeah,
what this moment feels like, right? Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
understood the work when there was Jasper to see ChatGPT become what it is now. It definitely is an AI revolution.
It is.
You've
It
been
is.
preparing yourself for this moment. What does this moment in time feel like for you?
Yeah, it's very exciting. And I love how transformational it is for entrepreneurs. So definitely I teach in government, corporation, great. But for entrepreneurs, it's a game changer. And since I've been in marketing before there was even social media, we had to pay for TV ads and newspaper ads. Back in the day, we see social media. And then now we get to do some marketing at a different scale. Now with the AI revolution, the things that used to take us, so much time, effort, and money, we're doing now in seconds. So for us entrepreneurs to go from idea to execution, and all you have to know is the right AI tool to use, it's game changing. For us, it's helped us to just triple our income, and it's helped every entrepreneur that we work with to say, you know what, we can build and scale so much quicker by leveraging AI. I always tell people, like, focus on leveraging AI to your advantage, and that's where you will win with AI.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's talk
Sure.
about how everyday people can leverage AI to build wealth, build influence, and opportunities.
Sure. So many ways. And then I would say the first thing to do is just to figure out what you need and the tool that you need to use to do it. So today I'm going to show some amazing tools that I personally use in my business and train and teach on, and then some use cases for that, so that everybody will be able to say, all right, well, maybe this is a tool that I can use in my business. So I'd love to start off by doing something simple, like building a landing page. You guys up for that?
Yeah, let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
And this
Let's
is
do
gonna
it.
be interactive too. I forgot to mention that. So we're gonna actually be showing you in real time, like how you can actually do different things.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this site here is called Lovable, and it's at lovable.dev. So LOVABLE.dev. And what I love about it is that if I need something really quickly and to execute on something really quickly, I don't have to go to my web designer, hire someone, call anybody on my team. I can just do it myself. So this example that I'm going to launch is what I need. So I need a landing page or a website that has a video embedded on it, and it's me talking about making sure that you register for InvestFest. So this is something I want to send to the people on my list. I want to make sure that they know about registering for InvestFest and have my coupon code for it. So all I'm telling Lovable here is I want you to create a website, embed this YouTube video. I just give it the link. Here's the page title: register for InvestFest with Alicia, save 10%, and my code AliciaIF25. Then there's what to put on the button, what the link should be. And then I want the design to follow the design on the InvestFest website, like the colors, similar to that branding. Tell it what the messaging is, what the copyright is on that page, and I just press go. And so now what Lovable does, and we'll be able to see it on the left-hand side, is you see it says it's thinking. It thought for 6 seconds, and it comes back to tell us, I will create a visually engaging website for the InvestFest registration. Let me first check the InvestFest website to understand the design, style, and branding. So if I had to do this myself, or a website designer is doing it, it's going to take them a while to get down, what's the branding, what are the colors, but it comes back within seconds, says, I can see the InvestFest branding. It features bold red colors, teal accents, and a vibrant, energetic design. Would you guys agree? That's the website? Yes?
Sounds pretty accurate.
Right? And so it says, now I'll create a beautiful website with these design elements. So it's going to create it with the design elements, and then with the video embedded and all of those amazing things. So it'll take probably another 30 seconds. So when we're thinking about speed to execution, I'm saying, you sent me my information for InvestFest, and I'm like, okay, I need to get it out to my audience quickly. Quickly means figure out which AI tool I can use to get this done. I would say that Canva right now, a lot of people have Canva. Canva also has really good AI tools at canva.com/AI. And Canva can build websites for you as well. But at this moment, it cannot embed YouTube videos. And that's what we want right now, is to embed YouTube videos. So I actually did this already just to show everyone. Okay, let's see. It's 1 minute. Well, all right. It's already created it. So let's let's look. It says, okay, perfect. I've created the page. Matches the branding. It says, okay, embedding the YouTube video. This is what the page title is, and it's done. So here's the page right now.
So where's the YouTube video come from? That you had a YouTube video already?
Yeah. So I recorded a YouTube video right before I got on this session with you all. And so you can see right here, I tell it to embed the YouTube video. Right.
So that's the key prompt right here.
Yeah. So I want this YouTube video, just embed it, and it just embeds it right there. So simple to do, just with that instruction, embed the YouTube video.
Here's the question, because I know I have a Canva account. Is Lovable, is it free?
So Lovable will give you free credits, and you can earn free credits as well. So if you click the invite button up here, you can invite other people and you can get free credits. So you can use it for free, and they also have really affordable plans. So with Canva, it's not free. It's the Canva Pro account. With Lovable, they do have a free level, but it's also very affordable at the paid level.
So so let's just go through this web. So it just made a whole landing page for you, pretty much.
It
with
did.
hyperlinks to the InvestFest page and hyperlinks to your YouTube video.
Correct. So if we look right here, so what I did was I pressed this open preview and new tab button right here at the top. And so I'm opening the preview. So it's got the title. I asked it to put up there, say 10%. I asked it to do that. I can play the YouTube video, and then some other text that I said to include. The button, it works.
That's fire.
In 2 minutes.
That's fire. Does it give you a domain name?
I'll show you that in just a minute.
Okay.
And then it added some other things, because if you remember, it went to the InvestFest page. So it knows it's about investing, networking, and growth. And it put all of that together. So
those are the 3 pillars that we have on the page.
Isn't that crazy? And it brought it in that quickly, understood that those were the 3 pillars, and brought it in. So my landing page really is ready to go. I have 2 choices now to send this out to my list. So this publish button, if you look at the top right-hand corner, this publish button, it says publish your project. There's 2 ways we can publish it. One is the first way right here. Lovable will give us a domain name. So if I don't want to register my own domain name, I can just tell Lovable to launch it on their domain name, which is invest-fest-vibes. Interesting that it chose that -page.lovable.app. Or I can click on custom domain. And then when you click on that, I can add an existing domain. So if I already have a domain I want to connect, or I can buy a domain and purchase a new domain. So if I click buy a new domain, it will lead me through the process to buy a new domain, and it's quick. So I'll buy the new domain, and within a few seconds, the website will be up and live. So really, really quick and easy to get this done, which is exciting for those of us who, we want to launch something really quick. So you have the choice: register your own domain, connect it, or use a Lovable domain.
Now, coming from the space that you came in, how long would this take in a world 10 years ago, as opposed to like you did this in less than 3 minutes, and the cost associated with that?
Yeah. I mean, you already know it takes time. Even if today I was to build this without AI, was to go to one of my funnel building tools, it would take me at least an hour, and I'm good at it, because you got to test everything, embed everything, and so, 10 years ago, though, forget it. It would have taken me a long time. I wouldn't even done it 10 years ago, because a lot of that wouldn't have involved coding or, really knowing how to use WordPress. Forget 25 years ago when it was Front Page or Dreamweaver. So, it's time and money, just what you said. And that's what the big thing is. So again, entrepreneurs, we go from idea to execution so quickly. Now done, send this out. And people are registering for InvestFest with my link. My audience now knows about it. So these are the things that we love about AI, right?
Pretty incredible.
That's powerful. That's powerful, especially like you said, just creating something on the fly. A lot of times, digital marketers, you might just need to just create something real quick, and you might have a person on your team that can do it, but it might be July 4th, it might be holiday, New Year's, Christmas. and you might just need to get something up for Black Friday,
Correct.
last minute. And
Correct.
this is a great way to just kind of,
It
on
is.
the fly, just create landing page, website,
Okay.
hyperlinks, and get it up and running.
You're right. And I have a team. So I have somebody that builds all my landing pages for me, but it's so much easier just to tell Lovable what to do. And I'm done. There's no going back and forth. If I want something edited, I would just go to Lovable and tell Lovable what to edit. But it saves so much time, even that I have somebody on my team to do it. Right. And so now my team members, they're creating so much quicker because we're using all AI tools. So yeah, it's a great time to be alive and to be an entrepreneur and business owner.
So if I'm an entrepreneur, there goes my landing page. But a lot of people will be in our marketplace. They're entrepreneurs and they have a product. So if I have a product,
Sure.
how can I use AI to help scale and streamline this process for me as well?
Sure. Now I would love to show you this tool. This is going to be so much fun. So if you have a product, the tool that I recommend that you get is called HeyGen. So I'm in my HeyGen account right now, and I'll actually walk you through creating a UGC, user-generated content, product placement, influencer style video with AI, and it's going to be crazy. So,
and this is heygen.com.
Yep,
heygen.com. I'm putting it in my notes, Alicia. I'm putting it in my notes. Okay, I'm with you.
Put it in your notes. Wait till you see this. HeyGen.com. So when you're in HeyGen, and this is just the front of my account in HeyGen, you're going to click on product placement. So just that button that says product placement, it can do a lot. This is the tool that I've cloned myself. And so if you look on my social media, a lot of my how-to videos are my AI clone, not me, but my AI clone teaching that. Anyway, this is the tool that we use for a lot of that. There's a few tools that do this type of AI cloning, HeyGen, Synthesia, some others. I love HeyGen because I watch how often that they update their investments that are, how they're doing financially to determine kind of what tools that I stick with for the long term. And so HeyGen is the one that I'm using. So in this example, here's a product, Poppy Cuisine. It's an herb garlic rub. So this is a potential client. Let's say they've got this herb garlic rub. I want to create some social media content for them. So I clicked on product placement. I said, okay, this is my product. So now HeyGen says, upload your product, drag and drop the image, upload it, whatever, and then upload an avatar that you want to use, a photo of somebody you want to use, or pick one of ours. So in this example, I uploaded the herb garlic rub right there, and then I picked her as the avatar. Okay. So then I click generate combined images. And what happens is that HeyGen puts that jar in her hand now, just like that. And these photos are great just for social. So I download the photos. And so now HeyGen is telling me that I need to give it a script. So I have to give it a script and pick an AI voice for her. So what I do now, instead of me creating the script myself, is I go to ChatGPT and I put her picture into ChatGPT. So I pick the picture, I put it into ChatGPT, and I tell ChatGPT to create the script. So this is what it's doing right here. So I say, I need a UG script for this product, see image, the photo of the influencer. And the reason that I do this is because I want ChatGPT to write the script with this person, this avatar in mind. If it was a guy, the script would be different, right? So the script would be different. And then it says select a voice. So I go into HeyGen, I pick a voice for her. I can also use my voice. I have my cloned voice in there, but I picked a voice for her. And now, right, put everything together. It says pick the motion. I just say I want her holding the jar and pointing at it. Pick whatever motion you want. You tell it what you want. But now we can play the video. So Troy, can we play this video? And
let me put you on real quick. This right here, the herb garlic rub from Poppy Cuisine, life-changing. It smells like heaven. Bold garlic, fresh herbs. It's giving flavor. It's giving gourmet. It's giving me the confidence to say, yes, I cooked this. I tried it on chicken last night, but let me tell you, it slaps on seafood too. I tossed it in with shrimp for a quick saute, and yes, it had me feeling like a top chef. You can grill with it, roast with it, sprinkle it on anything that needs a flavor glow up. So if your spice rack's looking a little dry, this is your sign. Poppy cuisine did not come to play. Run and grab a jar. Thank me later.
So can you believe it? That's just AI. So easy, so quick to do, which that would cost thousands of dollars to hire somebody to do a promo video for you like that. And with HeyGen, you can sign up for an account for $29 and create videos like this. Again, the times that we're in today. So pretty cool, right?
No, that's crazy, especially so fast. Because I'm sure, you have more time, you can fine tune different things. But once
Yeah.
again, just doing something in 2 minutes, and
Yeah. And you can also upload your own picture. So you could upload your own picture of somebody that you would want to hold your product. And it could be your book. It could be, a box representing the course that you have, or it could be a physical product. So just exciting again. So that tool is called HeyGen, and it can do so many amazing things. Let me show you in HeyGen some of the other use cases, some of the other things that I use it for. So,
yeah, Alicia, can I ask you a question really quick?
Sure.
Because you said something, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. As you do it more, obviously the AI gets better because it learns your prompts, it learns your sound. Right. Have people realized that it's not you and that it's AI doing the video?
They have not, but what I will tell you is that my AI in the reels, in my how-to reels, the AI gets better, through plays and views than I do. I'm not sure why. I'm kind of jealous of her, but she does do better than I do. I think part of the reason is, you're typing in the script and it's, just saying exactly what you want it to say. But for me, the time savings is amazing because, we don't always have our hair done and we're not always ready to get on camera, but she is, right? This avatar is right here. And so we use it for social media. We have it in our onboarding videos for clients. We have it in onboarding for, new hires as well. So there's a lot of different ways that you could use your avatar. In some cases, I am transparent and I do let people know that it is AI Alicia and not the real me. So I am transparent when it warrants to be transparent about it.
Nice.
But it allows me to get so much more content created. So, now I'm creating content like this. Instead of 2 reels a week, we can do 2 a day or 5 a day or however many we want to get out in the day. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So, all of these videos that were created right here for social media, this is my team creating them. And this is, I'm going to play it, but not with sound. I'm just playing it so you can see it. But that's my avatar talking right there. So I don't know what she's talking about, but she's talking about something. So this is HeyGen and different ways that we use it. So this right here, I'm talking about UGC clothes. So it's a reel for social media, but just some of the different ways that we can use it.
Well, yeah, can you go over that? Because I know that's something that's big as far as people not wanting to make content, not feeling comfortable about making content, not having the time to make content. So can you walk us through the process of actually making using your personal AI avatar to make a social media post?
Yeah, sure. And so when you think about what you want to make with social media, let me go here real quick to my avatar. I can pick the avatar that I want to use. And then let's say it's this one right here. All I do is click on create with AI Studio. And let's say the person wants to make a reel. You said for social media. So let's say a reel, you click on portrait. And then right underneath the reel, you just click on the text box and it's as simple as just entering in a new script right here. So I'm going to put, I am so excited to present at InvestFest 2025. If you haven't registered, do it right now, something like that. And then I pick the voice that I want for it. So I've got my voices loaded in there, so I can pick the voice that I want for it. You can I click play to update it. And then I click submit, right? I name it. So I'm going to name it Invest Fest 2025. Click submit. And the video is submitted and it's processing right there. So this video right here will be posted on my social media. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow, post it on my social media talking about InvestFest and getting a ticket. So that took all of what, 50 seconds?
50 seconds.
How long does it take the process?
Yeah. So the process took me 2 minutes. So I had to take my phone camera and I put it on just a selfie stand and I recorded myself for 2 minutes. And then I uploaded that avatar. So I uploaded that video of me into HeyGen. They say the video has to be 2 minutes or a little bit longer. And then it takes them maybe 3 or 4 minutes to process it and make an avatar of you. So I change the avatar often as well. I delete the old ones and upload a new one, and because it doesn't take long at all. So 2 minutes of my time just recording, and I do all of it on my phone.
But like this video right here, when will this video when will this video be done processing?
Oh, so let's see. Let me refresh real quick. Let's see if it's done. It will be done processing in a few minutes. I mean, it usually does not take long. So
okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to it. I just want to see what it looks like.
And
so
I noticed you did something unique. It says like pink glasses, so you know which avatars to use.
Correct.
That's from the visual standpoint. How much of your audio has to be uploaded? Do you need 2 minutes of audio, or does it take it from maybe you speaking on YouTube before?
Yep. So there's 2 ways to do the audio. Now with its newest updates, it'll take the audio right from the video that I recorded from my phone and I uploaded and gave to them. So it'll take the audio from that, or I can connect it with my 11 Labs account. So 11labs.io is by far the best voice cloning tool out there. I mean, it is so good that Audible and Spotify both say that if you create an ebook with an AI generated voice from 11 Labs, that they accept it. So they've got some rules to it, but 11labs.io. So I have my clone voice in 11 Labs and I connect it with this as well. So, the voice is the part that you really have to make sure that you really get on point to make sure that it sounds like you. So I like when I upload the video using the voice that comes right from that video that goes into there. But people have different options for, for how they sound. I also have recorded my voice in ways that I want to sound in my audiobooks and my audio, which is sometimes more enthusiastic than my daily voice. So I always tell people when you create your cloned voice with 11 Labs, be intentional on what you want that clone voice to sound like. So my clone voice is like, hey, it's Alicia and welcome to this episode. Just more enthusiastic than maybe I am on a day-to-day basis.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's powerful, especially for social media.
It is.
How detailed can you get? Like, can you do a video of like what does it allow you to do? Like, can you do a reaction video to something? Like the promo video, that's pretty straightforward. You type in, okay, straightforward. But like, how in depth can it give like, its own thesis and create, videos that could spark some level of dialogue and disagreement? Like how?
Yeah, sure. So if you're looking for something like that, you can create an interactive avatar of yourself. And this is what's called a conversational AI avatar. So you could create a conversational AI avatar and have conversations with yourself and talk to your own avatar. You can also, they also have a podcast avatar. I'm going to look for that in a minute, where you can be with you. So here's an example. I can chat with myself. You're not going to hear the voice in this right now, but I could totally chat with myself. So this is a video that I recorded, and I can have interactive conversations with myself or with somebody else or with whatever I create. And so I will ask my avatar a question like about copywriting with AI, and she can answer that interactively. So, that's
what we were just seeing were your prompts of the reactions.
So when I record, I'm just showing you the knowledge base, but when I recorded that avatar, I just sat there and did a whole bunch of movements like this so that when the avatar is just sitting still, I'm just doing movements. And then when it's talking, now it's doing more natural movements. So it asks you to upload a video of yourself not talking to create your interactive avatar. And so, just do some movements and gestures. And this is how you can also create a reaction video if you wanted, that sort of thing. But the key with that interactive avatar that you create of yourself is the knowledge base. So if you want your avatar to represent you, have a conversation with your clients, that sort of thing, you need to upload the knowledge base to it. So do you want it to, for example, that avatar has my book as the knowledge base, ChatGPT Made Easy. So you can go to it and ask it any question about ChatGPT, and it will get the answer and, speak out that answer based on the knowledge base, based on the book that I uploaded. So it knows all about, the content of whatever you upload to its knowledge base, which is pretty crazy.
So you can upload documentation, right?
Yeah,
or you could
as much
news clips, articles, and have it respond to you.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
This is pretty in depth.
Yeah, and it has a lot. They have a lot of different features, and they're always changing their different features. And if you want to see kind of what's coming up next, then you go to Labs in HeyGen. And if you look at this one, it says video podcast. So this is where you can create a podcast with two people talking to each other. So this one, let me mute it. I'm going to mute it, but this is my avatar. So that's completely AI having a conversation with another avatar about ChatGPT. And so you can create like a podcast episode with your avatar interacting with another avatar and having a whole conversation. And it's all AI generated there. So you could do two avatars that you pick. This is their demo as an example. But I just, I uploaded actually my book and they're talking about it. But you pick what you want. Is it you and someone else? Is it two other people talking about your content? Whatever you want it to do. It'll do it, which is pretty cool. So creating more content for yourself. So it could be me and her having a conversation about InvestFest, what I'm going to teach at InvestFest, the demos that I'm going to do, why I'm so excited. And we could just be talking about the whole speaker lineup just by giving it the website for InvestFest. It can pull from that as well.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
What about some like systems improvements that people can use for their business? Like obviously ChatGPT,
Sure.
you can write emails.
Sure.
And that's helpful. I've seen people that have like call centers that they develop through artificial intelligence. Like what are some tools that people can use to actually help with the systems to run a business more efficiently?
Sure. I always say it depends on what they need in their business. So the first step is always to see what are some of the things in your business that if you had them, you could take things to the next level. So, and sometimes that might mean a team member. Like people will say, oh, if I only had a copywriter, I would launch more products. Or if I only had, a lot of times I say, well, you can create AI team members. I love to create AI team members who can also do things for you on a specific task. ChatGPT is my favorite tool to create AI team members. I use ChatGPT's GPTs to create team members. So that's really good for people's workflow, is to create a team member that can focus on the specific task, that anytime you need that task done, it can get done with that team member. I will say that Zapier is also really good. So Zapier has something called Zapier Agents, and new feature of Zapier, right? So Zapier's always been great with automations, but now they have Zapier Agents, which can do different things for you. So my sister actually built a Zapier agent for me that every day it looks on my Google Calendar, and then it looks at who I have meetings with, and it will go to LinkedIn to find their LinkedIn profile and information about them on LinkedIn, and then send me an email that says, these are the people you have meetings with, and here's a summary of who they are, which saves me in my research time. I'd use AI anyway to research who they were, but now I don't have to do any of the work because every morning Zapier sends me a notice on who the people are and what they're doing. So those, it's about just finding how do you need to save time and be more efficient, and then creating the the AI agents or the systems or the workflows that make things much easier for you. I'm also loving Claude recently. I don't know if you guys have played around with Claude recently, but Claude's latest updates are completely mind-blowing. So I uploaded a transcript of a podcast interview I did with our friend Nehemiah Davis. And the way that Claude took that podcast interview and turned it into an ebook was absolutely amazing. And it was just within minutes. So uploading a transcript with the right prompt, of course, it turned it into an ebook with worksheet pages and, action guides and checklists. And it can create an ebook for you in one go, or a book. So ChatGPT creates it in segments. It like stops and you've got to say continue. Let's continue. Claude, 200 pages. It will just keep writing your book for you. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So on Claude, though, I just want to point out the settings on Claude that allow you to really create an amazing ebook. So when you're on Claude, in the drop-down menu where it shows you the models, pick Claude Opus 4 right here. It says powerful large language model for complex challenges. This one here. Claude Sonnet 4 is what it defaults to most of the time, but Opus 4 is a game changer. And then in the tools section, turn on extended thinking. This takes Claude to the next level. So it becomes a better thinker. I'm putting those in like air quotes, a better thinker. And then this deep research button here gets you better content and also searches the web deeper. Like it digs deeper to get you what you want. So if you're looking for the best output from Claude, those 3 settings make all of the difference in getting you the output that you want from it. And so then it's just about prompting it properly. But I will tell you a key to prompting is that if I'm to ask Claude to, here, I'll do it right here. So I'm going to ask Claude, I'm going to say, I need to turn a transcript into a book. Please write a prompt for me that does this and makes the book amazing. Maybe worksheets. I'm like, I don't know. And so what Claude will do is it will actually write a prompt for you. So it asks you some questions. You answer those questions, and then it'll give you a detailed prompt. So I'll just say it's for, let's see, what type of transcript is this? Podcast. Target audience is entrepreneurs. And then maintain tone. And then we'll press go. And then it will write the prompt for you. So you can see it's like, okay, I'm thinking about it. This is what the user wants. I'll search for the best strategies. This is what we call the chain of thought. It's showing you how it's, I say thinking. You see me use like the air quotes, how it's thinking through the process.
Collaborative process.
I know, right? In order to get you to your end result. The desired outcome for me is that I want a great prompt. And so Claude will then say, okay, I'm researching the best strategies for transforming entrepreneur podcast transcripts into engaging books while preserving that. So you can see through this process that it understands the assignment. And to me, that's so important is looking at how is it coming up with the result? How is it coming up with what it's giving me and what's the process it's taking to go through that? So just a quick example.
Alicia, you just cracked the code. I've been talking about Claude for about 2 years now. We spoke about this a little bit earlier. And I was saying when I had to do quarterly reports from an investing standpoint, I would put the transcript in. I'm like, just give me 5 keynotes that I need to know from this. Then it turned into investors meetings. Like those could take 2 to 3 hours. Give me a transcript. Just tell me the meetings. And so that helped me when creating how to teach it and learn it in an in-depth way. Claude has always been my go-to. ChatGPT is great, but at the time, ChatGPT couldn't take in documentation and then transcribe it for you. They have that now. I'm wondering if I'm in the world that we come from where people are looking to get ahead from entrepreneurship, but also from investing. Yes, in the market, but are there other forms like real estate?
Sure.
How can people use this to their advantage?
Yeah, sure. So in real estate, I do have a prompt that I prepared for this. So in real estate, I will say that the best tool to use, especially for the market research, is Perplexity. So I'm at perplexity.ai, and I do have the $20 a month version. And what that gives me is it gives me more sources than the free version. But start off with the free version. And, right here, I'm just looking for a search. I'm in Atlanta, zip code 30331. So I'm saying search for available investment properties in my zip code in Atlanta, Georgia. I want you to include current listing for sales, price ranges, property type. So whatever you want, you put it in the prompt and you press go with Perplexity. So you can see Perplexity also with its chain of thought and how it's getting you to the answers. But look at this. See how many sources it's reading at the same time? 20 sources at the same time. Now, I might be able to come up with the available investment properties by going to Google and doing a Google search and looking through Zillow and Redfin and reading other websites, apartments.com or, realtor.com, homes.com. But how long would that research take me? So we don't Google anymore when we're doing research. We Perplexity. That's it. We Perplexity. And then you can see here that it's searched for it's conducting different searches. If you think about it as a Google search, it's conducting different searches at the same time. It said, okay, she asked for this, but she probably also meant this, or we need to search this and this, right? The way that it's working through it.
Is that the biggest difference between Google and Perplexity? Google is singular, where Perplexity is doing multiple. Is that the biggest difference?
That's one of the biggest differences. I would say the next big difference is the answer it provides. So, Google also has AI now where it will give you a summary. So like at the top of your Google search, you see that summary now that's generated by AI, but the answer is not going to be as fantastic as Perplexity. And it doesn't give you the answer with all the sources cited and that kind of stuff. So let's keep going down and look at the difference. So you'll see also when you go to Google, you have to do one search at a time or open up multiple tabs to search for different phrases or things that you're looking for. But this is doing all that searching at the exact same time. It's generating charts for me. It says that it's generating all these charts and stuff. And so now it's giving me my answer. So here's my answer. It's giving me my market overview. It says Atlanta presents a buyer market, strong investment potential, buy and hold, Southwest Atlanta, active listings, but it's summarizing everything for me in a way that, it gives me the answer of my Google search right there. And so it's giving me price ranges and market condition, rental market analysis, because I said I wanted buy and hold, rental rates by bedroom count. And of course, this is for that zip code. It even puts that data together in a chart, and Google is not going to do that for you. It's not going to take the data, give you answers, put it in a chart. But when you look at, just for example, when we're looking at this chart, it shows us the steps that it took to get there. And it's showing us that it went through 77 sources in, I don't know, how long has it been? 2 minutes? 77 sources, analyzed, processed all that information to give me my answer. So yes, you could Google and click on the 77 sources and read all of that, but you're not going to get your answer in 2 minutes doing the research by yourself. And that's, again, a great use case for AI. And then we could keep going and digging deeper. So at the bottom of any Perplexity ask, Perplexity says, let's dig deeper. And so it's going to give you it's called related, but like related searches you should do to dig deeper with your ask. So, here's just different questions. What are typical price reductions for buy and hold property in Atlanta zip code? What is the average market duration compare across different property categories here? So there's different things that you can do with Perplexity and then the related to just keep digging down to get that research that you need as an investor. And
if we click that, let's click one of those and let's just see let's do the first one. It says how do property types like multifamily units influence? Yeah, let's just see what it does.
Okay. I pressed one already, so we have to
Okay.
wait for it to finish that one first. I pressed how does the average market duration compare
That's
across
fine. That's
different
fine. Let's use that.
property categories. So it's gathering the sources. So it says it'll take a few minutes to gather the sources and create your report. So this is what it's doing right now. And it tells you to compare the average market duration. I will gather the most recent listing data for each property type, single, multi, condos, and analyze their days on market to identify any significant variation or trends that could inform investment timing and strategy. So I love I learned from this as well. Like I'm learning how the AI is processing the information, and it's saying, okay, in order to get her desired result, this is the process that we need to go through. And so it's very great to see this transparency, so we know how AI is generating the answer for us. And if there was something wrong where I was like, actually, I don't want you to analyze their days on the market, I want you to analyze this instead, I could stop it and tell it, no, I want you to redo that search with these parameters instead of the ones that you chose. But usually it gets it right over me, so I let it go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about okay, can we go back to social media thing? Because I had a question.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
well, let's see if that video is ready to be played.
Okay.
And then also because another person's coming to InvestFest, Nikki Saunders, she had a post which and it's kind of a debate of that's the video.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
It's ready.
let's play it.
I will download it for you so that you can play it. But it's already done. Quick 5-second video. And I will I will send it to you so that you can play it. And this is it right here. So
Oh, I see it. I'm going to remove that one and upload this one.
so excited to present at InvestFest 2025. If you haven't registered, do it right now. Right? Really quickly. Done. Right? And so you can put pauses in there. I could make things more exciting, exclamation marks, that kind of stuff. But just a really quick example of how you can use AI. I would post that on social media with all the links for people to sign up.
So do you think that this is going to be helpful or harmful to influencers or people trying to promote their business with the rise of AI influencers and the rise of, AI generated content on social media?
Yeah. Whew, what a question. So again, I like to think about like, how can I benefit from it? So I look at how it's going to help me or how it's going to help you, how it's going to help your business. And we kind of put ourselves in that frame. So let me start with me. It has helped my business so much. I will say that everything in my business has grown because I'm using AI videos, my own AI influencer are using this type of thing. I've gotten more speaking gigs, selling more products than ever before, getting more registrations to all of my events, more content is being produced than ever before. And I'll say the same are happening for my clients. For influencers, that the rise of AI influencers, is it going to harm other influencers? Maybe, maybe not. Some brands that might have said, okay, here's our budget for influencers. They might be paying AI influencers now instead of or creating their own AI influencers. I think we still are in a time where we need to see. But I also do know that some influencers are going all in on AI and their businesses are multiplying, right? And so they're saying, well, how can I leverage AI and how can I create my AI twin who can also do some work for me for the work that I'm doing for clients so I can get my client work done so much faster. I've taught influencers how to train AI on their style and tone so they can create scripts faster, the AI tools that they can use like Big View to read scripts faster and to move faster in this time, which they need as well. So, the ball's up in the court. But I always say to businesses that are saying, well, I don't know about this time that I'm in, and should I use an AI influencer? Should I create my own? Should I be an AI? And I said, what's your end goal? If your end goal is to grow, build, and scale your business, to create more content, to get more interest in what you're selling, if that's your desired result, can AI help you get there? And if you the way that you answer that question is how you proceed with your game plan with AI. So,
Okay.
I'm all in on AI, but yeah.
One of the influencers are definitely going to be affected, but I think we saw with the strike in Hollywood a few years ago they saw where this was headed in terms of movie and film and
Right.
short form content. And then Google comes out with VO3,
Yes.
and you want to talk about game changer.
Game changer.
Can you let the people know exactly what that is and how they should
Yeah.
be using it?
Sure, sure. Whew, VEO3. So there are a few text to video tools out there right now. VEO3 is one that I love. I also love Hedra, Runway, Sora. So there are quite a few of these tools. VEO3, though, has taken social media by storm. And so with VEO3, and you can get there by going to gemini.google.com. You can sign up for 30 days for free to test it out. It's their AI tools. But I'm in VEO3 and I've preloaded it with a prompt and I've clicked on video right here. So it says generate video with VEO3 because here in Gemini, and I'm in the 2.5 flash version. So you can see it right here, the model.
Yeah.
With Gemini, you can create a whole bunch of things. But in this case, we want to create a video. So here's my prompt.
Oh, yeah.
Go
I'm about to
ahead.
say, what's the prompt say? A black woman?
Yeah. So it says a black woman on stage in a pink suit talking to an audience. She says, you need to be in the room at InvestFest 2025. Register and bring a friend. And then it says the audience starts to stand up and claps for her. Behind her on stage in neon lights are the words, be in the room. So just something, simple, but you think about how you could use this in marketing. So we're creating, different marketing messages and different things that you can use. But in 3 minutes, it's going to create a video for us. And if you want to play the one that we created earlier, but it'll just create a video for you, done, launch it on social media. We put a lot of these on landing pages and that sort of thing as well.
All right, let me see. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to upload this one.
Be in the room at InvestFest 2020.
Oh,
You
let's
need
start
to
over.
be in the room at InvestFest 2025. Register and bring a friend.
I love her already.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just the speed at execution and the things that we want, how we can create them really quickly. I've hired in the past influencers. I've hired spokespersons. I've gone to Fiverr.com and hired spokespersons to make videos for me, but it takes a lot of time. There's a lot of back and forth. And now it's just the vision that I have, type it in Gemini and we can get it going. I will tell you that both ChatGPT and Claude can also create great prompts for you for VEO3. So if you go to it and you're like, well, I have no idea what to type in to get my result, you can just tell ChatGPT, I'd like to create a video for Google Gemini VEO3, and I need your help creating a prompt. And so it'll ask you questions. What are you trying to create a video about? Give it everything. It'll give you the prompt to put in VEO3 to create a great video as well.
Do you create the duration of the video as well? Do you put that in the prompt? Like if I wanted that video to last 10 to 15 seconds with her reiterating that point, it does that as well?
So in VEO3, it's only 8 seconds, but they do have something called Flow, which you'll have to upgrade and pay for Flow, but Flow allows the video to be longer. And what a lot of people are doing now is they're also just making their 8-second clips and then downloading it and connecting it in Canva or CapCut. So you can create a whole, what's trending right now are these interview. Oh, here's the video right here.
No, so they did it differently this time.
Yeah, so this one, I can send it to you. This is the one that we just created together.
Yeah, let's see this one.
Yeah, so I will add this one in. Let's see, which one is it? It's this one right here. So I just added it in. Yeah.
I'm removing that one and I'll upload this one.
In the room at InvestFest 2025. Register and bring a friend.
Look like she had the VMAs this time.
I know, right? I know. So, the more specific you are, the better the outcome. But if you look at the prompt to answer your question, I like to put in the prompt where it says she says, and then I put what she says in quotes. So it just triggers it to say, okay, this is what the character is saying in that image. And that's the easy way to get it to talk. But yes, we could take a bunch of these clips and then put it together in Canva or CapCut, or we could buy another service like Flow. I will say that there is another service called Hedra, And Hedra also has a free version where you can test it out. But in Hedra, you can create longer videos. And the way to create a video in Hedra is the first thing you do is click on Start Frame. And we could either upload an image, capture an image, like an image of yourself real quick with your webcam, or create an image. So if you click on Create an Image, you can create any image that you want. So let's do something cartoonish for my nieces. So I'm going to say, describe my image. I'm going to say a girl in a yellow shirt with afro puffs. She is holding books in her hand, and she's in the front of a classroom, something like that. And then press go. Well, I need to do the style. So let's do Pixar CGI style. All right. So I could pick, do I want it realistic? Do I want it cartoonish? What type of cartoon? Do I want an illustration, like a children's book illustration? In this example, I'll just choose Pixar CGI. So it will create the image. And if I like her, I'm like, okay, she's cute. I click add to video. So quick. And then I'm going to click on audio script and then click generate speech. So now it's, what do I want her to say? Usually I'll go to ChatGPT and have ChatGPT create the speech for me. And I'll tell ChatGPT how old the girl is. And that way the speech is generated in the style of the young girl and what she would say. But for the sake of time, I'll just type in my auntie Alicia says that you need to be at InvestFest this year. If you haven't bought your ticket, please do it now before it's too late. Okay, bye for now. See you there. And then you choose a voice. So I have my speech. I choose a voice. I have my own voice in there. So I upload my own photos and create my own videos there. But let's choose a young girl's voice here. And then you click generate audio. And that quickly, it's going to generate the audio. When it's done, we're going to add the audio to the video and watch. We're going to create a video. It's going to be 2 minutes and our promo video will be done. So we're creating the voice now, done already. I click add to video, and now I just have to describe her gestures. So I'm going to say the girl is happy. She's smiling and looking, I don't know, at the camera and then at her books. She's moving her books in her hands a little, and then just press go. Keep it simple and then press go. So now what it does, it's going to put together the video with the picture, the image. Sorry, it's going to create a video by putting together the image with the audio, and it's going to sync up the audio. It's crazy. It'll create this video in just a few minutes, but you know, just another really cool tool to use. So this tool is the more of a use case for it from VEO3 is that right now I'm back on VEO3 right now. So I went back here to show you something. This plus button is where you think you, right in where the prompt is, or where you think you'd be able to upload your own image, but it doesn't let you upload your own image right now. So right now, that's what I said, okay. Right now. But you know, next week, tomorrow, by midnight, who knows, it might change. So if you want your own image, then we really use Hedra to have our own image. And then Hedra also allows us to create a longer video. So you start to think about your AI toolbox. Like, what tools do you need in your AI toolbox to build your business, to, you know, whatever you're doing? So we pick the tools. I love Lovable for the landing pages, as we showed, Perplexity for the research, Claude for creating books, ChatGPT for doing, other AI tasks and content writing. Hey Jen for my AI avatar, or to do UGC ads. VEO3 to create quick promo videos or fun videos for social media. Hedra for, creating videos with, is still processing, but for creating videos with the image, and we want audio on it. So you start to build your AI toolbox. And the thing about it is these tools really don't cost that much, even for the pro version. And as a business owner, a lot of these tools before this big wave in AI used to cost a lot of money, but now they're $20 a month. You're paying $20. So the average entrepreneur will pay between $200 and $240 to have a good AI toolbox.
Yeah, I wrote down the toolbox. You only missed one. I got it. So when we talk about keep your overhead low, if you have these tools, then you're definitely going to keep your overhead low with scalability, highly likely, and efficiency at an even different rate. So we got lovable.dev. You said heygen.com, 11labs.io. We got to have that for the voice. Zapier is going to make you happier. Perplexity, VO3, Hedra, and then obviously I think the two most known are ChatGPT and Claude, and even Gemini. A lot of people have Google still. Are there any other ones that excite you or that people should be aware of that they may want to add into their toolbox?
Right. I think it's based on use cases from there. It just depends on the use case of what you need in your business. So we're seeing different tools based on, the different use cases. Canva, everybody should have Canva if they're creating, especially content for their social media. I think Canva is another really good tool with a lot of great use cases, especially the AI version of Canva. So canva.com/AI, and then taking it even farther, /AI/code. So a lot of these tools that can create tools for you and code for you are amazing. So our video is done in Hedra. I'm going to download it.
Is Midjourney still something that should be in the box?
Yeah.
I know that you can be okay.
Yeah, Midjourney is great. I also like Ideogram. So I don't know if you've seen ideogram.ai, but it's an amazing image generation tool. So ChatGPT is really good for image generation these days as well. So ChatGPT 4.0, we use it to create flyers and all sorts of things, logos and those things as well.
I see our videos here.
Yeah.
Let's see our little niece, how she's doing.
My auntie Alicia says that you need to be at InvestFest this year. If you haven't, my auntie Alicia says that you need to be at InvestFest this year. If you haven't bought your ticket, please do it now before it's too late. Okay, bye for now. See you there.
Just something really quick.
So can you make full-fledged like cartoons with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I will so ChatGPT I use to create the consistent character. I can show you in a minute. Let me pull it up. So ChatGPT can create the consistent character, and then I will put those images in Hedra to give them the voiceover. And then you can take all of those clips. So download all of those clips and put those clips in like CapCut or Canva just to put it together to make your short film. So with Hedra right now, it doesn't have the ability to make your short film. Like you're making scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and then you're putting it all together in CapCut. So both keeping costs low, both Canva, the video editing tool in Canva, and CapCut will keep your costs low for doing something like this. So in ChatGPT, go ahead.
That's powerful because like to get a cartoon done is extremely complicated.
Extremely.
Like, traditionally, it costs a lot of money, extremely complicated, and it's difficult. So to be able to kind of have that process done through AI,
yeah,
it doesn't matter if it's AI or not because it's already a cartoon, so it's already done in AI anyway. But that's something that I think from a director standpoint or somebody that's looking to do something like that, that's definitely a game changer because that saves a lot of money and a lot of time.
It does. Money, time, and things that we never thought we would do before. I never thought I could create a short film. I never thought these things, I never thought I could do animation. I was teaching animation in Jamaica, 7 years ago. We had a class on animation and we had to use special computers because it, with the graphics card, because it couldn't handle the software that we were using for animation. but the average person doesn't have this computer that could run these animation tools. So I remembered it. I remembered back then, and then now looking at, oh my gosh, we can create the same animation, if not better, faster, easier in Hedra, doing a combination of maybe even Hedra or ChatGPT to create consistent characters. So in this example right here, this is my dog Bruno, and then my nieces Ava and Lainey right there. I'm going to come in a little closer. And so I just told ChatGPT I would like to create a film called The Adventures of Bruno. Bruno's a Yorkie poo. These are his two owners, Ava and Lainey. Ava's the older girl. Like, describe it. Tell ChatGPT what you're looking for. And then, you're working with it. So ChatGPT comes back with the project setup summary as if we are working together to create this short film. And then it's storyboarding everything. It's asking me if I want the storyboard. I don't like that type of illustration. So I ask it, can we do a CGI look, a Pixar CGI? ChatGPT is like, absolutely, Alicia, whatever you want. It creates this style. I pick another style, and then here's the final style that we have. So then I can download all of these images, put them in Hedra, and then I just put them all together in, you can see how it's keeping the character consistent, the girls and the dog, all of the images, and creating the adventures here, right? So now we can put all of this into Hedra and then CapCut, and we create our short film. Right.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
It's the new version of Milo and Otis.
You spoke about it briefly, but like, for people that want to do thumbnails or flyers, like graphic design.
Yes.
You said ChatGPT, Anthropic. Like, what's the best way to go about making graphic design?
So you could do it right in ChatGPT, or you could do it in a tool called ideogram.ai. So this one I love for two reasons. It's easy to create an ideogram. And then you can also see, let me go to like the top images of the day. It's almost, Midjourney has this too, and it's open, where it's open and you can see what other people create, but you can see what other creators create, which can give you so much, so many ideas. And then when you see something that a creator creates that you like, you can click on that image, and then let's say we like this one, and the prompt is right here. So you can see the prompt and then change it up as well. But ideogram is great for creating thumbnails. And then sometimes I'll take it into Canva to edit it up as well. But it's an amazing time that we're in. I'll say ideogram, and then I will say ChatGPT, and then make sure that you're just on 4.0. And then right here where it says tools, click on create an image. Do you see that in the drop down, create an image? And then image gets highlighted, and then it makes it so much easier. Like ChatGPT now knows the assignment is to create an image. So let's get started. And then you'll just type in your prompts of whatever you want it to create the image about. Now, when it first launched, it was horrible at the words on the image. It has gotten so much better. So between ChatGPT and ideogram, the words on the image on both of those sites are now pretty good. ChatGPT will start to mess up if you have too many. So keep it brief, and you'll see that it does a good job at creating images right now. In its newest update, it now creates 2 images every time that you ask it to create something. So it's creating 2 images. But ChatGPT, so if you're on a budget and you can't spend, I think it's $8 for ideogram, you can just say, okay, I'm just going to stick with ChatGPT and learn how to do it, and I'm just going to make my images with ChatGPT as well.
Yeah, this is pretty fascinating. I actually watched a video that goes behind the scenes of when you send a prompt and where that prompt goes from a connectivity standpoint to a data center, to the supercomputers, see how the GPUs work. They store the information, send it back through your Wi-Fi to your computer to get this image that you just did.
Wow.
And it happens in a matter of seconds.
I need to watch that. That sounds fascinating, right?
Which is why we keep saying the data center revolution is not going anywhere, because you've just given us 10 different websites. We all know ChatGPT, but you've given us 10 additional ones that need to have GPUs moving at a very fast pace.
True.
It gives you like just creative ideas too. They also have a whole wing in ChatGPT for architecture.
Wow.
So I saw that, and I actually developed the outside of my house with ChatGPT.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the
Completely
exterior of my
crazy.
house completely with ChatGPT. I fed it a picture that I
Yeah.
found on Google, and then
Okay.
I took a picture of my shell, the shell of my house, and I said, like, make something comparable, and it gave me a whole rendering.
And if you were to hire someone to like the architect that you would hire to do that for you, like how much would that cost?
A lot,
I can tell you.
a lot more than whatever $20 a month ChatGPT
Right.
costs. And like I said, literally just from that picture, I gave it to my general contractor, and that's what they just copied. They copied the image that they saw in ChatGPT. It was nothing more to it. So I could speak from firsthand experience that ChatGPT, just artificial intelligence, period. Like, not only can it give you ideas, it can actually give you tangible blueprints that you can use to design anything, and really, it's just whatever you want to do with it. But definitely in a matter of seconds can do something that a human might not even be creatively capable to come up with.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at this. It was a default ChatGPT prompt for creating this magazine cover, but it created it in, 90 seconds, a magazine cover.
That's a good cover.
Mock-up.
Yeah.
So, and you look
Both
at
of-
it,
both
you're like,
of those are good covers.
yeah, both of them are good covers. Right.
Yeah.
And
When we talked about perplexity, one thing we didn't allude to was hallucinations. And a lot of times, especially a few years ago, they had percentages on which GBTs were, the most accurate. Have you seen a change in the hallucinations? Have they gotten much better? I'm assuming, right? As it gets smarter, it does.
they've gotten much better, and we as users have also gotten better. So when we're working now with AI and asking it to do something for us, and we're asking it now to make sure that any examples or stories or use cases that it puts in are actual and factual and not hypothetical. And when we do that, we start to see that, oh, the information that's put in is better, and we're not seeing those hallucinations. And then even when content, you generate something in ChatGPT, let's say, and it's generating this report for you, and like, oh my gosh, that use case story is amazing. And you'll ask ChatGPT, is that a real story or is it hypothetical, or is it a fake story? ChatGPT will say, oh, it's a hypothetical story. I thought you would want that for me to make the point. And you're like, no, never give me hypothetical stories. But in ChatGPT's custom instructions, so if you go to settings, custom instructions, this is where you tell ChatGPT how you want it to operate for you. You can tell it, never, ever give me any hypothetical situations, use cases, or stories. And that also lessens the hallucinations or the inaccurate information or the fake stories that it would put in there. And Claude has the same thing in its style section, where you can say, Perplexity, people really loved the fact that it gives you back the sources, so you can fact check everything that it's writing about to make sure that the content that it's giving back to you comes from a reliable source. But now too, with ChatGPT, it has a deep research button. So if you use ChatGPT deep research, you'll also get the sources brought back as Perplexity brings back those sources. So still, Perplexity is the better one at really those sources, especially Perplexity Pro. But if you compare deep research ChatGPT to deep research Perplexity, Perplexity is giving you back more of like research information and data with its answer, where ChatGPT is more writing for you and citing the sources of where it got the content from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything else that we need to cover?
I mean, there's so much to cover with AI, but I'll cover it at InvestFest, and I'm excited to be there and show demos.
Talk about what you have in store for InvestFest.
Yeah. So for InvestFest, we're gonna kind of take the demos that we did here on this interview to the next level. So really more demonstrations of how those that are in the audience can really leverage AI. And so, what are the hottest tools right then and how you can use them. And then I'm going to help everybody to really create a toolkit. Like, here's your toolkit of what you need to do and how to use it, so that we know, like, how can I leverage it? How can I use it? And what can I do to get started today. And for those that are already started, like how can you take it to the next level with AI? So I'm excited. I present with demonstrations. So I'm going to actually show and not talk about it, but be like, here's what you need to know. Here's how to do it. Here's the prompts. Go.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be sitting right in
Definitely
the front.
make sure that you see her presentation.
Thank you.
And try to network with her if you can.
Thank
you know, I'm sure that there'll be a lot of people that want to talk to you. So that's one of the good things with InvestFest, whether it's VIP night or whether it's in the marketplace. You never know who you're going to run into. A lot of times you run into speakers, you run into different people. So it's important to be prepared. That's important. Before
and
we leave,
I bought a booth. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I bought a booth this year.
What's going to be at your booth?
Yeah. So we're going to do demonstrations at our booth. So we'll be, live with laptops and showing people how to use different tools. We'll have some demonstrations. I'll also have my books at my booth, and we'll have a bunch of freebies. So it'll be a fun AI booth.
Nice.
Yeah, y'all can catch me there. I'll be there.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Nice. Well, we want to thank you. How can the people follow you? All of this stuff.
Sure. So I'm easy to find on social media. Alicia Lyttle, ALICIA Lyttle, LYTTLE, Lyttle with a Y. Or you can go to alicialyttle.com. If you need to contact me, just click on that contact me button. I get those messages, and I'd love to connect with you. So I also do, summits all the time. AI Marketing Summit 2025. I've got some summits coming up completely free. I love to train and teach on this. So I'll see you on one of those summits. And I want to say to both of you, thank you so much for making, a place for us and for us as entrepreneurs and for all of us that want to level up. You've given us stage time. You've given us so much knowledge. You've put the best of the best in front of us to continuously level us all up. So I just wanted to say thank you to both of you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Shout out to Lou for connecting us, and looking forward to seeing you at InvestFest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some work to do in Jamaica. So
yeah, I know. Can't wait to talk about it.
Let's do it.
All right.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alicia Lyttle.
Oh my God, man.
Great presentation, great conversation. So hopefully you guys took notes, and you're gonna have to watch this a few times to really master it. But so much stuff, especially, and she didn't even get a chance to really talk about a variety of different things. But for creators, very important conversation, content creators, small businesses, people that are looking to do the cartoon thing. That was amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared to make content. So this is an avenue where you can actually make content without getting in front of the camera.
I saw your brain going crazy just now. Like I saw it, like how you was I'm like, yo, he's up to something. He's thinking of something.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely a lot to learn. And the world is changing so quickly. So if you can't beat them, you got to join them.
That's
Everybody's talking about, artificial intelligence is going to take away and AI influences. So that's how I thought. A lot of people were scared to make content. A lot of people don't want to make content. This is an opportunity to use your own likeness to make content. And I'm sure, the more you program it, the better it'll be. And, the longer the conversation could be. But that's not an excuse anymore. You don't have to get in front of the camera. You can have the AI do it for you.
That's a fact. And the most important thing is that you're actually participating in it. I mean, I wrote down my notes. I got a bunch of sites. And if you're not using it, I mean, we used to say, like, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, you're going to get left behind for sure. Like, right now, there's plenty of ways that we can mention it ourselves. And obviously what Alicia is doing is incredible. But you got to figure out how you can implement it. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, just figuring out, just getting familiar with a ChatGPT or a Claude. Because what it will do, it will ease everything that you're doing. You got to look at it as your coworker and not your enemy. And so hopefully we've unpacked some of that today.
That's a fact. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you get your tickets to InvestFest a few weeks away. InvestFest.com. Get your tickets. There's still a few vendor booths left. Make sure you book your hotel at a discounted rate. All the information is on our website. Go to InvestFest.com.
Yeah, man. Love is love. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.